Hello everybody, this is King back at it with another video. We're not streaming today, which is pretty funny. I've got this YouTube channel now, so we're not streaming on Twitch all the time anymore. But today I'm going to show you how to improve your shot accuracy and shot takings on NHL 25 and 26. Now I'm on PS5 with a controller here, but no matter if you're on controller or keyboard or anything like that, it's all good to know for the base of the game. Now let's go ahead and get into a free skate here. And my favorite team is Nashville Predators, so I'm just going to use Roman Yossi here. And we'll be taking shots, I think, on a Noonan is our goalie, I think. But as you see here, yeah, we've got Roman Yossi. So what we're going to do here is make sure you come in, and whenever you get into the zone, you're stick handling. So stick handling for controller is you're just going to be going back and forth with the controller. Now see how on the shot take on that red and blue zone right there, how whenever I stick handle like that, it moves over. So that's me moving my stick with my right Joy-Con, and I can just take it in and out like this, and then I can keep moving and take it in and out, and you can go up and hold down the right trigger whenever you do this, because here, I'll show you. So this is stick handling without the right trigger. See, it's very choppy like that. Still scored, which is pretty cool. But if I go in and I hold the right trigger, you can see how I can glide much easier right there. And it's much easier to stick handle and move at the same time. So I highly recommend holding down the right trigger whenever you come to shoot. And see, like that. So stick handling is your first and probably biggest concept to think about whenever you're playing the game. And you can come in on the backside too. Missed that one. It is Noonan. There we go. But stick handling from right to left, going into the zone especially. And if you're playing like Be a Pro or something and you have defenders coming up around you, you can skirt like that, and you can ski around and stuff and just have fun and try to keep the puck away from defenders. But yeah, stick handling is your very best friend in this game. Alright, number 2, I would say making sure you're nice and open for your shot. So if I go up here, and if you're playing defense or something and you're back here in the zone and you receive a pass and you just go straight for it and try to slap shot, it's going to go straight into the goalie's pad every time. If you just receive the puck in a corner and you just, you know what, I'm going to take a slap shot, and you shoot the puck, it's just going to go straight into the goalie's pads every single time. So you really got to aim and make sure you're in a nice open spot. So on the board, whenever you go up to take a shot, you see in the net how there's a little blue guy right there. It's making it do circles right now. There's a little blue target right there. That's where your shot is gonna, that's where your shot is aiming at. So if I don't move at all, it's gonna be right in front of the goal. So you want to make sure that that target lines up with that little blue line. So if I go and I go right, I was holding down RT. I was holding down R2, so it didn't work. But if I try to take a shot and I don't have that blue target lined up with the blue line, it's probably not going to happen. So like if I go over here and I take a good shot like that, it's much harder to save for a Noonan than it is taking a normal shot. And you can see like that how it just went straight under a Noonan's blocker and straight into the goal. So that's your second tip right there, is making sure that that target always lines up and that you're always in a free spot where that can happen. Because look again, if I don't do anything like that, and if I just don't move, straight into a Noonan. and they're going to cover it up. Then you're going to lose possession. All right. Tip number 3, and the final tip for being extremely accurate and proficient with the puck, is making sure that you're not just going up to the goalie and just kind of flicking in his face. I see people do this everywhere. And no matter if it's in Be a Pro or if it's in World of Chell, I see people do it online, and I even see bots do it if you're playing rookie mode or something. And they'll just go up, especially online, and they'll just kind of punch the goalie in the face. And they'll just go, and they'll not stick handle, they won't do anything, they won't turn. They'll just go up, and they'll take a wrist shot, and it won't do anything. And they're like, why can't I score more goals if I'm looking at the goal and I press the goal button? Oh, Noonan. That one went off the back of his pads. But if you just go up and you just don't do anything, it's not going to work out for you a bunch of the time unless you're moving around. See, if I just go up there and I just... Can we just talk about what a Noonan just did right there? Did anybody else see that? He literally just took a shot and the puck went under him and he kicked it into the goal. See, this is why we still have Saros. I'm sorry, a Noonan. But if you go up and you're just like, la-di-da-di-da, I'm coming straight for the goalie, and you just shoot the puck, it's not going to work. Dead center, even if you try to take a slap shot, it's not going to do anything. 55 million times I've seen this happen, and it never works out. So make sure that you're always in a good position to take a shot, and you're not just going straight for the goalie and shooting the puck. Because that is how you miss shots and give free save percentage for the goalies. So, look at this. If I just go straight forward, and I don't aim, don't do nothing, and I just shoot, it's not going to work. But if I get out, and I go and come in with like a swooping kind of motion, already a harder save for a Noonan over here. No matter it's backhand or front hand. But you can see it kind of ties in with both 1 and 2. Is with the second one, we talked about lining the target up. See, like that? I lined the target up with the blue spot, and the puck went into the back of the net. If I do it again, I didn't even block that one. But if I make sure that that's kind of, see, like that, I tried to go cross there, and the red was fully covering the blue target. So you really want to make sure that no matter what you do... Oh, there's Saros. Saros is on my team. That's pretty cool. No matter what you do, you're doing both getting into position, stick handling. I don't know how that's not gone in, but getting into position, stick handling, and making sure you're lining up the target with, like that. Making sure you line up the target with that blue part of the goal. And if you do that, 9 times out of 10, you'll score the puck. And sometimes with people like a Noonan, they're not the best at being a goalie, especially online. But with other people like Saros or someone else like Vanasek or something, then they're a tiny bit better. Not really Vanasek, but they're a bit better at being a goalie. So they'll have a higher save percentage, and thus you'll have to get a little bit more fancy with it. But yeah, make sure you follow those tips, and if this helps you out, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. Very first long form video. I've made a couple of shorts, but I really hope this helped you out, because this helped me out, especially the stick handling part. And I hope you get more goals in NHL 25 and 26. And we'll see you later. Go check out my Twitch for games like this in streaming. We're in the middle of a Be a Pro session. But we'll see you later. Thanks for watching.